What is going on, everybody? Back on it. Berserk Manga, 198, 199. Patreon, you should be seeing this April 1st, so April Fools. Hopefully nobody gets you with anything. um, we're jumping in here. We left off with my assumptions that is this an apostle, or are we saying there's actual, like, breeds of trolls out there? Absolutely no idea. We also left off with a lot of, essentially, Griffith can do no wrong. I mean, and again, we've been harping on it for the last handful of episodes or chapters, whatever you want to say. It's like, at a certain point, it's just going to be hopeless as far as, like, Guts trying to go through everything he's building himself, because he's going to get to the point where he's got, like, a standing human army under his command, on top of the apostles, on top of even getting to him, even if you can. So it's tough, because part of me is like, if he doesn't do anything evil as far as, like, a worldwide eclipse or show up at your front door trying to touch Casca or do something crazy, if he just stays in Midland and rules and is content with that and that's all it is, maybe Guts just works on trying to get over what he's got going on mentally and just stay with Casca and they live their life until that's the end of it. But then you ask yourself, could he truly ever rest, though? Like, imagine being a part of, like, something like that in the real world. To maybe, like, you're involved and you and your friends and a bunch of them get killed and the guy that did it gets let out and everyone thinks it's okay. Like, could you sleep at night? And then knowing that he could find you at any point in time, could you even go on day to day about your life knowing that, like, that's out there? I don't think you could. So who knows if he can. And then if it does get to a point where it is evil, maybe you want to sniff it out early before it gets overwhelming. I don't know. We'll just kind of leave it there and see how that plays along. I'm interested in seeing us run into Shirka and the other elf that she has with her. And if Puck's homeland is going to be something of value, of use. Is it going to be abandoned, run down, taken over? That's TBD. Farnice has got all her stuff going on. A lot of moving pieces. Let's get on it. Let's press play on that. Should be good to go. Make sure everything's on. Recording. Alright, cool. Chapter 198. I'm not afraid. You ugly monkey. Let's do this. Oh, that's helpful. Oh, and also, Isidro's got to be the best thing we've got going as the second person, right? Sir Pico, essentially, I haven't really seen him do anything. I mean, Isidro's got to be second in line as far as just, like, ride or die. Like, he's about it. So, props to him. I mean, but this is good for him, by the way. Not good if he takes an axe to the face and dies, but, like, this is good training. Not even training, but, like, this is good. he's getting some XP points under his belt. You know? So maybe it's only these two blows. Like, he gets blocked and then he blocks one. But hey, that's 2 more experience than we had before going into this. So it's a start. Oof. What the hell? It ain't nearly as slow as it looks. Wow. So he's over there just jetting. I mean, keep moving as best you can, man. You have to use that to your advantage. You know, you're small, you can get behind things. Maybe you're not as quick, but keep him. Oh my god, we did not just trip. Ah, stupid. I'm dead. Who did that? Oh. It's the girl. You're a wizard. What the? Why? Why are y'all doing it like this? Blacking out her face and giving her the staff and everything. Is that... Okay, so what do you know? Huh? There is danger, be quiet. Take a look around. Oh, shit. Where did they all come from? Well... So much for that. I really thought it was going to be one and maybe Isidro gets a good shot off, but even if he did, there would have been nothing that we could have done with all this, so what can you do? When did they? Trolls rarely hunt alone. They're sure to form pack. Okay, so trolls are a real thing. They're not apostles, they're not demons, they're not nothing like, they're just actual trolls. I guess if there's little pixie dust elves floating around. The thing is, though, in the last like 10 chapters, we've got introduced to a lot of... Are we categorizing it as different species or different skills? Because up until this point, it was like human, demon, apostles, god hand, all under one kind of like umbrella. And then you kind of awkwardly put like Skull Knight and Puck like in their own category, and then there was just like humans, like Guts, and everyone else included. So it was like Guts, Puck, Skull Knight. After the elfish comments that Puck made, maybe you could put Skull Knight and Puck in the same category. But we were kind of essentially there was just two main categories. Now all of a sudden, you know, we've got introduced to trolls, which maybe they don't fall under anything. Then we've got introduced to Shirka here, who has the ability to warg into animals, and maybe she has kind of mystic abilities. So clearly she's a higher level than a baseline human, in my opinion. Like, because she's actually doing something. Like, Guts, as great as he is, like, he's still just a man swinging a sword. She has, like, an ability. The same way with the other girl, I forget her name, the one that seems to be just Griffith's muse or whatever, that has has like an empath, Mantis, Guardian of the Galaxy ability. So we're getting introduced to a lot of different things here as far as just like humans and demons. All of you, come here. Yes, crouch down, please. Whoa, what is this shit? Stay inside the circle, I'm assuming. Listen closely. Whatever happens, you must not exit or disturb this circle. Oh, so there is magic. Damn, Puck, you've been holding out. Why didn't you mention magic? We could have attempted to learn some of this. Maybe Puck recognizes magic, but doesn't have any ability to actually teach it or learn it or do it. But you could have mentioned it. It could have been a start. We could have been looking for signs, signals, clues, books, text, anything along the way. What is this? It's magic. This is a magic ritual. Magic? Then does that mean... That's right. That's what it means. She's a witch. One of me. Oh, man. So, here's my question. Is she a one of one? Just like the other girl that's with Griffith, is she a one of one? Are they both? Would you categorize both as witches? And then the other question is like, do all witches have the same abilities? Like, is her warging into animals, is that like a specific thing to her? Even if there's other witches, they doesn't necessarily mean that they could do that? Or do all witches have that capacity? I like how shocked that Puck is like, oh, one of me. I thought maybe they would know each other, but no, I'm always going to call Puck a she. It's just never going to happen. Puck and Karapika, I'm never going to get that shit right. I get it till my dying days. When she's chanting right now, what she's chanting right now is a spell to protect all of you from the Shaggies. Is this one a girl? I'm assuming. So you better shush and not bother her if you don't want to die. Oh, what's his deal? Yo, Puck, leave us alone. Get the hell off of me. Oh, she's really over here just like hitting some incantations and shit. Like really going through it. Maybe this is what Farnies can strive to be, huh? Maybe this will give you the answers. What's gonna happen if they step inside the circle? They just insta-disintegrate. They're gonna come swarming. Oh. Oh, what was that light? Like I said, magic. Damn. Maybe Guts can take on some of this. Now, okay, now that you've mentioned this, um, it's raising an eyebrow on what may or may not be possible because I've been saying this since the beginning of this Berserk journey. There has to be a yin and a yang, a positive and negative, a light and a dark. There has to be something to balance this shit out, or is it just all darkness, nothing to like, you know, no point of seeing the light? This magic shit she's got going on, I don't know the limits of it or what she's capable of or what she can summon, what she can do, what she can or can't, but it seems a lot less intrusive than the physicalness that Guts has to go through if he has to like face something like this. Much quicker, cleaner, less energy, less danger. Maybe she can help swing the pendulum a little bit to even it out. No, I don't think she could just walk up to Griffith and say a couple things and and hit a staff move real quick. Absolutely not. But could she maybe handle one or two apostles at a time? I don't know. I don't know the limits of it. Like, I don't know what we're talking like magic here. Like, these are low-level grunt, mindless creatures. You say a couple things, spook them with a little bit of light and shit, maybe they'll run away. If you have like an intelligent apostle, like a Zod level, or even some of the other ones, like, I don't know if she's going to be out there doing her Gandalf shit or what. But it inspires some hope, at least, I think. You owe us one. Wow, what's going on? A witch. Bro, show us her face. Stop doing this. I used hair as a catalyst to protect the power of fire elementals along the flow of Odd. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. We don't know what the hell you're saying. After all, to those not of this world, it is the same as being shot with fire arrows. Not of this world. Don't bother telling these guys stuff like that. Please heed some advice. It would be best if you took your leave of this region quickly. Nah, we're actually having to go deeper. I need Guts to catch up. I don't want her to be like, okay, you know, it's best if you leave here quickly. Sorry, that's all I can offer. Poof, smoke comes, and then like Guts runs in later. No. Because I get so cheated out of like Skull Knight conversations that I hope that we get something. No need to worry. We may not look it, but we're pretty used to monsters like those. Begging your pardon? But based on what I saw, the next time your sword skills will cost you your life. What? I must go. Hey, wait, old hag. Oh! Why did he just, like... Oh, he tripped. I missed that part. I was trying to think, why did he just come up from behind with the double hand grab? I didn't see his foot got caught on that. You know what's going to be really trippy is, like, at least from what was depicted when we ran into her 4 or 5 chapters ago, she looks to be... Now, again, she could have the looks of a 10 to 15-year-old girl. She could be hundreds of years old. I have no idea. But now I'm very curious of, like, how old is she? Are the God Hand aware of what she is and what other witches might be and the abilities that they possess? Are witches good? Are witches bad? Do they live forever? Does Skull Knight know? There's just so many questions. What the? Those aren't old Oh, God. Those aren't old hags. For that matter, they're hardly there. Oh, now you've done it. Awkward. Quite awkward. Please don't. But what are you gonna... Besides all this, like, giggle, ha ha ha, that's funny. Why you're in such a rush? Don't you want to ask, like, why we're out here, you know? Where are you headed? I can point you in the right direction. You took the time out to protect us, so why don't you want to, like, can you just wait a second here? And make sure we, like, I just want Guts and her to have a conversation, please. And like, are they not? There's another elf with them, and they see the elf. Like, are you guys like not wondering? Like, are you not questions as well? Are you used to seeing elves? Like, where did we come from? I don't know. They don't seem as phased of our elf as we do of theirs and their abilities. A kid. Hey, what gives, Lady Farnese? Are they still there? What happened? What is he doing? Well, oh, she sees us. Even though I didn't formulate with the, even though I didn't formulate with group magic, they saw the pentagram. Oh, the light shit. Has this region been invaded by the other layer to such an extent? The other layer. Interesting. Because we've heard like Skull Knight talk about how like Guts walks between both, which he doesn't really, because he experiences the death dark demon side, but like it's not like he can just freely access like hell, earth. He's just exposed to both sides. But she's saying, has the region been invaded by... Girl, do you not know what's been going on? Have you not seen the like double eclipse type shit that we've had in the last 5 years? Like, where have you been? So then it's a follow-up question of like, what have you been doing? Like, Thanos has been attacking. Where have you been this whole time? I mean, I could sit here and go for an hour on her and what she's capable of, can do, all that. And that girl, shall we leave him be? He seems to enjoy this. That man, too. Oh, she's talking about us. Who are those two? What do you sense? Do you sense the, death in us? It's like they're attracting distortion. I mean, she's got eyes that we can't see. I'm gonna be very upset. And here's the thing, I'm sure we'll get it at some point, but I'm gonna be, my instant gratification self is gonna be very upset if I go to the next chapter or the next couple chapters and they, like, she actually does like part ways. Like, she's over here, of course, now she's wondering and asking questions, and is like, don't you want to come find out? I thought it was so weird, like, you guys don't think it's weird that we also have an elf? No? Okay. Cool. Alright, we'll keep it moving. Son of a bitch, that damn witch kid. Good job for you. Yes, thanks to you, our 2 women were safe. I ain't satisfied, okay? Thanks a lot. Ooh, quit that. You telling me that makes me feel all creepy. In the end, you were saved by a witch, girl. Huh, I mean it. Who's a okay, he's just lost it. What's that? What the? Why did we just go to a straight up naked casket right there? I'd rather nothing like that happen again. Okay, just had to scroll through that real quick. Are you scared of us? Hey, if she's gonna curl up on Farnese, curl up on Farnese. It gives Farnese some kind of use. And I wonder why that is. Does she seem like give off the least threatful vibes, or she seems to have completely taken to Lady Farnese? Well, perhaps someone other than me will save you. I mean, I wouldn't start thinking and saying all that, but for now, that's fine. Yeah, as long as she's safe and he can know that for sure. It'd be different if, like, he's like, okay, Casca seems to be okay around Farnese. I can leave her here. But now it seems to be like, at least she can mentally attach to that, and I can also see her at the same time. I guess it's a start. I would only hurt you, but now we don't want it to turn into a whole, like, you know, don't come near me, I'm no good for you. Which, I mean, he does got some shit going on, but what's the image of this in the background here? Is this what that wolf thing that goes on in his head? Still trolls and a witch? What, you don't believe me? Oh, it's gone. No, I did not mean that. I have seen enough ghosts and monsters recently to be sick of them. I was just thinking that compared to those, they seem a bit fairy tale-ish. Yeah, come to think of it, who are you to talk? Trolls and a witch? Could there be an apostle? That was my first thoughts. Um, she really skedaddled out of there, man. That's so unfortunate. What the? Here, hold still. Here, take some of this juice. We're not gonna eat ya. Thank you very much, you saved me. What in the world happened? We were attacked by trolls. There were 5 others with me, but they all... The trolls, huh? Are you from around here, sir? My village is about an hour from here. You will never make it back alone with those injuries. Is there any way we can see him there? Fine by me, the sun's still high anyway. I mean, is it en route? You know what we go through on a nightly basis. I don't want to have to essentially give another night to get... Fine. I apologize, but I cannot return home just yet. There's somewhere I absolutely must go first. I am from Enoch Village. I'm Morgan. As travelers, you might not know this, but this area has for a long time held many legends of fairies, witches, and the like. I guess that's a sign we're getting closer. You know how, like, you're driving on the highway, and you start putting up signs, and it's like, oh, this is how I know I'm in blank blank city, blank blank state. Is this how we know we're getting closer? People start telling fairy tales of witches and fairies and shit. Although that is the realm of fable and folklore, there were some who said they had actually seen them, but there had been no hard proof, and even among natives there were not many who believed the legends through and through, until that cursed night came. The first night of winter, a pack of trolls attacked the village. Just like they had fallen out of a tale, they emerged from the darkness. Yes, ever since that night, it's like the whole world has changed, as if all that had been before was a lie. Not only did they ruin the fields and steal livestock, they even carry off our women and children. So now I'm starting to think maybe they're not full-on apostles, but maybe these are men or creatures or something that have been turned into like the pseudo stuff. That will be a little bit easier to implement story-wise, other than saying there's a full species of trolls. Not only do they ruin the fields and steal livestock, they even carry off our women and children. Because of the war with Kashan, heavy taxes are imposed on the people. Enoch Village was poor to begin with, and it will be all we can do to not... It will be all we can do not to starve to death this winter. Now we are raided by creatures of legend. It is just a matter of time before the village is wiped out. And do you plan to appeal directly to your lord? Our lord has been dispatched to Vertranis, and the castle is now empty. Even if we were to tell him, would he ever send soldiers for such nonsense like trolls? Then what do? A legend for a legend? A witch? We thought we would request help from a witch. Do you even know where to find her? A witch? It is said that deep in the forest lives a witch in her mansion. Only those the mistress of the mansion wills may reach that place. In any case, the villagers are too afraid to go near, but of old, there sometimes have been children who claimed they saw it. We already searched the forest for 5 days, but could not find anything like that. Eventually, we were unlucky enough to find trolls. So there's a witch spell cast on the forest. Then wouldn't it be a waste of time no matter how long you searched? Oh, she's got like trip and shit set up? Okay. Someone's passed through the barrier. Impossible. Now, when she says that, what do you mean by that? Your barrier, does it like physically keep people from getting in? Like, what happened? Like, she's saying impossible. So, what normally happens if somebody attempts to cross the barrier? Do they just turn to dust? um, like what happens? And did we all pass through, or was Casca first in line? Casca was first. Now, does the mark allow her to do so? And it was interesting because she said they could see the pentagram, the light stuff. Is that because we've been exposed to so many demons that like we can see? And it's very interesting of like we're going through this again of like maybe we're assuming magic in witchcraft is good. But remember, like in the beginning, like you might not even be able to see the demons or even see Puck. So I think it's just more of like whatever the human mind has yet to perceive is going to be hard for you to see it. But I'm in this story at least. But maybe once you've been exposed to certain things enough, you're kind of your third eye is open to seeing any and all. Someone's passed through the barrier. Impossible. Elementals. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, she just turned the trees on us. What's this? This old familiar feeling. Here we go, Puck. What the hell? It's a big ass mansion house you got there. Huh. Well, I guess because I was curious what was going to be the purpose of this old man and his story, and why we're helping him. Um, but if it gets us in contact with the girl. Oh wow, trees growing out of the house. Wait, is the house growing out of the trees? Wow, this is just like a fairy tale. Some sparkly things. Hey, we found it already, mister. I guess they all passed through that barrier then. Okay, so I thought maybe it had something specific to do with her mark, but maybe not. It really wasn't a dream. I don't think I can play the Guts theme, BT dubs, by the way, guys. That shit gets taken down any and all ways. Did I not say some children saw this mansion long ago? One of those children was me. Oh. No one believed me, and so many years passed that even I came to think it was a dream. That witch kid's probably here too. Now what kind of payback should I get? Oh, what's the matter? Ooh, they both feel it. I'm getting a little tingles. What's this weird feeling? Dead spirits? No. Isidro, get away from that. Oh, hey, elementals. The hell's this stupid looking stone statue? Bro, get off of it, man. This isn't a stone statue. It's got an afro. Oh, that's funny, witch. It's called a golem. It's a mud puppet. Used as a helper or house guard by witches. Puck! Damn, bro, you could have given us this information along the years of travel. You never know what we might run into. You didn't have stories you wanted to share of the golems and the witches and the abilities in the forest and. He said, no way, nice fro. Oh wow, he sliced right through it. Okay, because again, I don't know. Well, I would assume if there's nothing that the demons have on their side as far as an apostle level of like guts never being like reflected or not being able to pierce through something, I would assume the magic is no different. But I think there might be a little bit of magic stuff to where like he might not even be able to penetrate, not because of lack of strength, but because of whatever witchcraft. I always forget this, but are we in agreement that his iron isn't a normal slab of iron, correct? The old man mined that from the elvish cave he had around his house, right? So that's not your typical... Correct? Or do I have that incorrect? Somebody will let me know. Okay, I mean, we're moving and grooving. We're trying. Now he's got no arms. Wait, please listen to Morgan. Oh god. These things won't listen to talk. Keep back, mister. Oh, yikes. So we are on our, like, Piccolo shit. They grew back. Dead spirits, apostles, minions. No, something's different. Oh shit. Well, Isidro, let's warm it up, buddy. You want some more XP points? Get to it. Now I'm curious how savage, I guess, these are compared to like the trolls and the apostles and demons and shit we run into. Are these more of just like a capture restrain type thing? Or if that shit had grabbed Isidro, would it have squeezed him like a grape and splattered him and pulled him apart? I don't know. I don't know how deep that goes. They look like harmful enough, but I ain't messing with that. Oh my, should I be scared or laugh? Full win dirt bag or bags of dirt? Good question. Not bad. I'm gonna say that this probably gets easily resolved here. And I think we're gonna get some good chapters coming up of these two and Guts having a great, grand conversation. I feel it in my bones. We're gonna get something good. She clearly has questions, and you know, things aren't allowed to pass her barrier, and has this world been affected? So like, does she not stay in this realm or plane? Because if you're a witch, have you not noticed what's been going on in the skies here in the last 5 years? Shit's been shitting, man. You know, I'd be really curious, or really would love to see her and Skull Knight just shooting the shit. That would be great. I feel like of what we've been introduced to as a reader, non-demonic level, those two could probably have the most insight on anything we might be curious about. It's from like a Guts perspective. Will the two of them ever be on screen together? Who knows? And yeah, it was so like straight up witch. Again, I don't know if there's other witches. What are we claiming that other girl that's loyal to Griffith is? Now, is it like once a witch, always a witch, like born a witch type thing, or was she a human that learned and now calls herself a witch? TBD, TBD. And is she the only one? Because we could use some more like you. And if you could get us to where we're going, that'd be great too. But I'm very interested for chapter 200. I feel like that should be pretty good. Because I don't see us dedicating 3 chapters to Guts having to fucking fight all these elementals for life or death and all this crazy shit. I have a feeling she'll either stop it or, you know, there'll be something and we'll go from there. We'll see. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe as always.